live again. We still got the issue. What's up with this? Test. I don't know. It's not working. Yeah, I don't know if I can fix it or not. Oh well. I'm just gonna continue the game. Something. You guys can read along at least if the thing is unbearable. I don't know. But yeah, this is a game. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. Blood. Okay. Didn't know this was Doki Doki Literature Club or anything, which I've not played yet. When all is said and done, there will be a battle. You'll lift your sporks and compete for the broom cooking arena. Okay. Just then another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really missed. Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue, you're on a fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in the school with you as my teacher. Oh. Oh. I think the audio's a little bit better, but I don't know. Sorry. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Oh! Oh, he has that authority, okay. Let there be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student sprinkles as referencing what appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. What? The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking based on what I'm picking up here. You definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. I don't know how I feel if a dog was telling me about how I live my life. Like, yeah, maybe the dog's got a point, but who's the dog to tell me? never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decided to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? I would say a beef treat or a rubber ball, but this is a KFC dating simulator, so I'm gonna go for chicken. You reach beneath your apron and return it with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes goes wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Well, I think there might be some competition for a new star student. I'm the star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with the coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they want to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Okay. Cool. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Oh no! Oh man! Hey, Team Octo 17, there's still a seat here, says Miriam. It seems that no one is claiming the seat next to me. If you're interested, says the Colonel. Two options, but which one will you choose? Sit by the Colonel Sanders himself, or sit by the best friend? Oh no. I don't know. I don't know. This is the thing. This is definitely a scenario right now. Sorry, best friend. You have to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfectly upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. There's a pen right here! What do you mean you didn't bring a pen? There's a pen right there! Like, I don't know. Thanks for offering me this seat. I only had two rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. Okay? That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settle into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a quiz about me. I didn't even think about that. Thanks for reminding game. This. Okay. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Day 1. What's going to happen if we aren't ready? Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. Who brings knives to a classroom? We're in a classroom. I'm sorry, I'm trying to deal with logic right now, and it's just hitting the fan. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? What? What? Did they seriously pull a meme on us? I don't know. What? What? That's a question. Okay. So our options are meh, depends, extremely, looking at you, pop, or doesn't matter at all. I'm gonna probably be considered a jerk, but I think this is the best option. That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to slam dunk, night vision, goggles. I think feathers. Feather. That's right. Okay. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A cosmically oversized fork, a meat tenderizer, a spork. Okay, a spork is a spoon and a fork. You can't go wrong there. It's eating utensils, so I'm gonna go with that. That's right. My reasoning. I wonder if all the other options or incorrect or something like that. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it is prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat, a pancake that looks like a silly face. I want to say the pancake, but I feel like this is the best answer. That's right. Okay. Is Sprinkles a good boy? Why would there be an option of we just fed him a treat? He's a talking god that teaches at a culinary school. He is the best boy. Yes, he is the bestest boy. That's right. Your total score is perfect score, 5 out of 5. Okay. Well, I'll be honest, did you cheat? You look up, see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we've just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. I have never had anyone tell me that before, and I feel uncomfortable with how that is. Just okay. Diggity, talk to myself. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Food! While the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at, it makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Is it fried chicken? The Stewart Cafeteria, established 2015. I haven't checked to see how old this game is. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. You smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. See, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, it's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But shh. Lunch. She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. Wait, he's a student and he prepared the lunches. I'm thinking he's more than a student here if he's preparing the lunches. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Oh, that big bucket of chicken, yes please. I'm gonna go for a bucket of chicken right now. That's so tasty. Sorry. Piles higher, huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelopes you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Something against your gumballs to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. Okay? Look Ren knows that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him! Yeah, you sure got him with that, man. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. What is that face? What is that face? It looks like he's either checking out Colonel Sanders or checking out this girl over here. What is that face? You wait to see Zinger Ashley. Oh, you wait to see what Zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. And I'm just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see, her body language changed from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent. As she slides closer to Colonel Sanders, she realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. I am uncomfortable with this. I am uncomfortable with this. I don't think I can explain how uncomfortable the way her avatar looks like makes me. I don't know. Oh, please. Well, man, if you don't want any, I'll take this. Oh, sorry, I'll take his. Well, hold on, I guess I'll try it. Takes one bite, his eyes go wide, his expression contorting his face, his red hold in his hearing deliberation and act unimpressed. Okay, that's a face. Easy now, there's enough for everyone, please. My fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his... Why do they have to put it in quotations? Bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment, trying to identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. Culinary heart. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef? What exactly was on that chicken? Haha, how bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I have for a new combination of flavors that make me my fortunate and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. Wait, he has a cane? He's got a chicken cane. That's cool. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. Okay. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got about 2 more whole days to get to know each other. Okay. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? Aww. You got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone and leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. There's one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use redacted. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Redacted? What the heck is redacted? What? Come on. Okay. Redacted. Redacted. What is this? Redacted? Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared while everyone else is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I'll leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you can figure now it's the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Nag him to show your own strength. Follow with a big idea to add additional ingredients to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. I want to go for that one. I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors are complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Team Octo 17. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. What? 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 We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Well, that looks like a fancy kitchen. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature. Adorable, tiny food creations. Okay. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena! For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off! Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Oh. Ooh. That's a big ouchie in the friendship there. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is? Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? I don't know why I'm doing it in these voices, but okay. Sure, Team 217, I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Oh no. Hello, new partner. Beep bop. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Okay. Hey, Luca. Here's Laru. Welcome to the stream. We're just playing a Valentine's themed game. That's my excuse. It's a KFC dating sim, basically, and just, I don't know. I thought it would be funny to do. So, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoy. That's just some degree. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Pop or Clank? I don't know. They're not the best choices. I'm gonna say Pop. Sorry, Clank, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. Or Pop gives the big smile, he steps up to the same station as Miriam. I'm a chef! He holds up a banana and without feeling it proudly eats the entire thing. Oh, that's gross. It's disconcerting, but Miriam was too kind to act grossed out. Follow your enthusiasm, Pop. She looks at you like, really, this kid, but it's too late to change your choice now. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple, pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea? Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy. I don't know what that is. Seems easy enough. It's fancy, and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Ooh. Honestly, mashed potatoes sound really good. It's always been something of a down-home chef. I just think we can make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a cold look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Baking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Maybe. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? Oh no. Oh no, jeez, Van. I'm over here crushing T-Mog 217's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley and Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like T-Mog 217 was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. That's what I say, Colonel Sanders. Maybe I can also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubt whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to talk Greece worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows fit together like the thigh and a drumstick? It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming from the Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Colonel Sanders, hunk of punks, in your time with me. Colonel Fear, your forever bestie who always has your back. Him? I'm here to learn and express myself by my cuisine, not victor with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? Just turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me, isn't that right? This man respects all fair agreements from contracts to handshakes. I took on T-Mog 217 as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has T-Mog 217's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles and hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. Look down at your station and realize that in attention at the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Oh, that's cool. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention goes elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends a hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mountain of mashed potatoes. The results so spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Oh no. is just a game. So let me just the audio. Oh well. I don't know what this game is. I'm just going through the motions of like, this is only day 1 and 3. This is gonna be an interesting long stream. I'm gonna get a drink. Give me a second here, guys. My goodness, this is a game. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Colonel Sanders rolls the spork up to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. But you stand holding the same spork. And for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Okay. Your eyes lock. The moment it's electric. Time stands still. You love something set free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes onto keeping the spork full up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. Oh no, not my Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the spork full of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Oh no, that's not good. Then, do something, do something! Oh, look at nice thing, animated mashed potatoes on her face, but okay. Scooping up a big nickel, Van takes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will we ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Team 7. 217. We do not waste food in the room cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you better both be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Ooh. Can I has potato's face? Okay. Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his pan. Mashed potatoes gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal based upon my specialty braised tentacle of octopus and my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade poured by my supreme chef ancestors. Dang. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on envy. What? The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Thinking about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. The octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late, it has been eaten. Oh no. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. It killed him. Oh. Oh. The kid's dead? Oh. Okay. Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. If you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up into Pop's mouth. Oh no! Don't kill off Pop. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Chocolate has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It appears that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things despite obvious danger has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. What? Kills the shy kid, but doesn't kill Pop? What the heck? I'm not sure the professor here makes enough money. Yeah, that little Doge needs some more dough in his pocket, you know? Ghost of student. Hello. I just turned into a ghost over here. Taken shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense. Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm so sorry I had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. Oh no. What? Like for real? Oh, come on! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building is taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders was getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find it inspiring. This really is quite the game. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Oh man. Oh man. Well, I'm sure the person I'm playing has feelings, but I don't know if I do. Whatever. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Team 217? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I'd be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, I ain't you. Shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are you forgetting that your cooking literally killed the guy? Ooh. How is he not charged or something? Like, I don't know. You can't prove that. That's just how you killed that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Aw. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The sport master is here to fight a hero. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was laying down in my garden and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster. See? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? Before we can discuss the attacks any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? What? Attack. So I had to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Why is it giving me an option with only one? Glove does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Said go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook Glove. Cook Glove does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their masked mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I don't know. Attack? You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook Glove. It's 1 damage. At this rate, this best will probably be over before this fight is. Spork Monster's no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They can go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses its utility utensil. You take up to 2 damage from the attack. You take more damage and are going to survive the battle. No, we're going all the way. You just had to go on the attack. Again! Cook with love. 1 damage. Pork monster is oozing the cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Pork monster prepares for the ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. 1,000 chickens. Okay. Hot fire power pinch. Okay. Hot fire power pinch does 10 damage. Pork monster is defeated. You save me. As injured Spork monster spews steam into the night. Oh, sorry, an injured Spork monster spews into the night. Okay. Forget mercy, finish him. Spare this wretched beast. Spare it. Managed to tramp down your disgusted sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a fierce soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. Spork monster skulls off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to at first to be a cookbook, but upon close inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with the golden chicken on the cover. Oh, okay. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko, that name sounds strangely familiar. Is that the name of the dead kid? I bet it's the name of the dead kid. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding a mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. While any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home in your tired state. You don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my colonel. Okay. That was a line. And you're dreaming you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Zzz. Oh, that's a cute. Oh, okay. Everyone's okay. You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? Words. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. Meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Squirt monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like Pop. You see, I was thinking that. When I paired him up. Is she gonna possibly have a thing? That's interesting. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Well, of course, it's all about the Colonel here. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? Not only that, but he found words. I can't speak today. But he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats just because he put a hat on one time and thought it looked cool. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You're Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Ah ha ha ha, you sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden while I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I could with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was like anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both shared an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet you would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' your recipe. Besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it could be much use to anyone. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? No. The Colonel entrusted you with something important. You got it. I'm sorry, bestie, but no. You quickly think of an ingredient name. I don't know. How about it was Eye of Newt? I know it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt? Wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you satisfy her curiosity, and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing up on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Where you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people who you interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. On a horse? Who rides into school on a horse? Who does that? On a horse? What? Okay. Stand back and admire his majestic glory or run to him? Sure, let's stand and look at his majesticness. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free to the countryside. Huh. You're so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Well, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You tend to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Team Oxfam 7 just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and we're up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and smiles and say, situation handled. Can't blame girl for trying. With that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding, and you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Hold there, little one, I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell them to stop acting immature, act like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look. Let's go with that route. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back and turn to them. You even hear Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. Are they casting love spells on the Colonel? However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. Ahem, it's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panacea. Whatever. It doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look they were hiding and you instantly recognized it. It's a book just like the one you found after your encounter with the sport monster. The same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van who has the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. The book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice they haven't just been studying the book. They've got pop pinned to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. What? We're playing, hee hee hee. Before they dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Bleep, bleep. Clegg must be running late. He's such in a hurry that he rolls right over Van's beady foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Words. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room. How? He doesn't have any arms! It's a miracle he can walk. Like, what? This makes no sense. This is just a whole different game, I'm telling you guys. It's interesting. It's just wow. I don't know. I do not know. Anyway, back to this. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant, and she bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please, take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. Okay. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly, he loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, and truly you do. Which is why in 1776, in signing the Declaration of Independence, it was the chicken who first signed their name. What? What universe is that accurate? What? This makes no sense. But you can't help daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, T-Mog 217 naturally appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A dog biscuit, a shimmering pepper, or a glass of water? Shimmering pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in almost eye-catching ways, and actually you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper is triggering an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend. Ooh. This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is cough, cough. I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is cough, cough. Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through. Cough. To fulfill. Cough. The prophecy. Cough, cough. You must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Aw, oh, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. Oh no! You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. I'll make mistakes, and I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Or anyone can relax. The cafeteria's lights dim, and your rivals enter, make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics is off the charts. You know what? I'm up for a challenge. Let's go. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Eh? Canadian, eh? Eh? Okay. Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Fool. Good one, Van. I like your gumption, Team Og217. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Oh no. This is okay. This is a huge light blasting in your face, flashing the words "timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. That's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. Now is my chance to shine. I'll defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and he made his mashed potatoes and gravy on day one. Do you feel like you can really impress him again here? It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you before to spit randomly. Oh shoot! Fahrenheit. Oh no. He said he had 11, right? Sorry, I'm not reading this as a timer thing. Trust? No? Next question. Okay. Oh no. Oh, I got that wrong. Oh, we gotta keep trial and error. Trial and error. Oh no. This isn't good. This is not good. Okay, skip through all this. Okay. 11. Gratitude? Okay. Okay. Falling? No, it's not that. Dang it. What? What the heck? What? Ooh. Okay, back to reading, I guess. Because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Through this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. It's going to ask me 217 to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pork and creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you find a delicate fried cheese croquette to the top of a slice of honeycomb ice cream, 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry goulet. Dang. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit. Isn't your strong suit, isn't it, Ashley? Oh, you, hee hee. As he places his sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Yeah, get him between those two. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. This goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. Oops. Game over. Try again. Do we have to do the dang quiz thing again? I'm gonna be happy if we do that whole quiz thing again. We're gonna do the quiz again. Oh, we got Glee messaging me. Hold up, guys. Okay. Anyway, where was I? Alright, so we gotta do all these questionnaire. Oh, wait. What if I did that? Oh, that's cool. Also, no matter what we choose, it takes us to the battle anyway. Great. Oh, hey, all bricks count. I before you ask, I can't explain why I'm doing this. I just I can't. I found this game on Steam for free, and I thought it'd be funny just to play. Uh, nah, I'm not gonna do a Discord call for this game. It's just I don't know. It's just something to do for Valentine's. It's something. It's something. It's a little weird, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, it's a Kentucky Fried Chicken dating simulator. Put it plain and simply. 11. I'm not reading this stuff out loud anymore from this point on. I just don't feel motivated to, so I'll try and give some time for people to read it. Gratitude. Oh, sorry, I had a timer. I had a timer. I don't know, is my mic still bad quality? Okay, the mic is quality. My bad. Oh well. uh, Small town. Isn't it bubbling? No, it was the other thing. I got it wrong again. I know. Let's read this. I believe in you, Team 217. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome. Except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. All you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of great? What? What? What was that question? What? You know what? Shouldn't you be more focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Uh, you're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating her elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. Make up time, you toss your brisket dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in the kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Or might not have any hands, but Team 217 does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. Oh no. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. Immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Team Mog, no! If you're not fast enough, your hand gets stuck and it's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Team Log's injury. See, Sprinkles begins to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to the dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask you to do the other, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese word atop of a slice of honeycomb ice cream, 2 ways, tender nougat, and the pearls of blueberry word. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps unimpressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strongest suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you, hee. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Okay, so you made this mistake before. We're just going to internalize the rage you feel. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn ash, and they fall off your face, which means people have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Okay. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult inside of you. A storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to carry to his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Master Chef Canada. I don't know. Oh, man. This is a game indeed. Failure is part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school and incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as in words. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed his focus, you could see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man and in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I'll create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Wait, why is Pop here? Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the sport monster. Borko? It is I know you said I wouldn't be back after the whole fight to the death thing. Maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Well, that's your problems, am I right? Sure. Okay. Oh, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings to getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night. Can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong in cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to the school. I wasn't always a sport monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were a human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. Oh, he was a dog? Was he a professor dog? It was... Wait, maybe the corgi replaced the golden retriever. This is a theory now. Okay, theory. A magic spellbook. Precisely, I'd pre-ordered a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and words. If you need me, don't fear, I'll be there. Sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, Team Mug. Together I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. He had a beard as a child and he ate chicken, like... Okay, so that's photos gotta be inspired of real life. Chicken... thingy. Really interesting looking home. Looks like you live in such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? No, we want to trust Colonel as he did with us with his secret. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Oh, no, not the coleslaw. I don't like the coleslaw. We should have kept that a secret now. We should have kept that a secret. No way. Not about that. I don't like coleslaw. No siree. I don't like coleslaw. Not good for in my opinion. Okay. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Locke's hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chat on the creamy slodge until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. What is this game? What is this game? You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. I'm concerned, guys. I'm concerned. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. We got clickables. Take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Okay. Poor guy. I'd like to know what's up with the scented candle. A scented candle, you pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's redacted. Tapping it in to discover more. Photo? One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. Okay. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Tap on it. Oh, the door opened. What's this? A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair there isn't just silver in color, it's actually made of spun silver. Okay. What's up with the chicken here? Notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. Little no clip to the chicken's foot raised the true state bird of the great state of Kentucky. I can't speak today, guys. What's this photo? The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders' secretary, an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Wait, what? Like, I know the game is based on something, but they're actually throwing in, like, what? Has he found the Fountain of Youth? What's going on? Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combos he sports, he figured this must be the Colonel Sanders himself. A baby that wears glasses and has a goatee and a mustache. And it can eat chicken. I have several questions. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Okay. What is this? Is this a safe? This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside, you find a single note. What does that say? I can't read cursive. Can a chicken be prepared something style? Okay, I guess we got no other... Oh, wait. He's out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I've never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I can just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window crack and the ghost of a student is swept out with a breeze. Oh man, this ghost, he just wants someone to avenge him. He just wants to be noticed. Right, I guess this is our last option. Open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? What am I saying and reading? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket.
Oh.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh, crap. The jacket. You forgot to take it off. Let's take it slow. You fess up and tell the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. Might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. The thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, T-Bug? Honestly, this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. What is this game, for Pete's sake? Okay, so we're on the final day then, it seems, because if we're going to sleep, we're in the final day. I love the chicken, the dog on the chicken thing. It's cool. You wake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Redacted. In some jurisdictions, redacted isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? What? What herbs are illegal? Interesting. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's words. Oh, yeah, that's just wow. He tastes Colonel Sanders' food and takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. Just gonna check the volume on this. Wow. Okay. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could you be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Why would I take him down a peg? You know, I think we might make a great team. A simple tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Oh no, what happened with her and Pop? Sure, but you'll not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. Okay. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, "You better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl." He was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, "Yeah, sure, I can get to know that little guy." Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Okay. Did she just say shush house as if that's a thing people just say? What is that even referring to? And now I'm not even sure where we stand. Don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story about her bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Okay. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Yeah, okay, Pop. Yeah. Whatever you say there. Oh, man. Poor Pop. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Hehe, Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. Yeah, that's some big brain stuff right there. You can't get your swirly... You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, T-Mog, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. Naturally, to a person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? T-Mog, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail hitting so hard. Oh, of course. The nails. All about the nails. Interesting. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. Yeah, that's true. That's true. What is he doing complimenting her? What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food was received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Team Log. I'm more than capable of enough to speak for myself. Maybe you should tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Team Log. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, take out the spellbook you received yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Oh, that's that book. It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of whatever that is, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A word? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I've used a spell here that says it will release anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I could scrub up Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else, not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger. Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No, no. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Yeah, let's wait and see what happens. Sprinkle stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Oh no, that pesky squirrel. Sprinkle turns feral and runs to the window in the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you never to come back here. Terrence, I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again! After that, Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance. He returns to his professional tone. Ahem. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Timog, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. It was interrupted by sad whimpering coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class, but I missed you. Wait on one day, Pop, and how can you miss me when I'm right here? Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam. Every time I blink, you go away again. That's a really cute thing to say, Miriam. What happened between you and Pop? I got her in trouble, and now she's mad at me. I didn't just get in trouble. I got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blames me for getting him banned from every museum we set foot in. What exactly happened? What? Oh, so that's what you meant by shush house. Pop, we went on one date, we're over. And it meant so much to me that I made this for you. To her to go on arguing, Pop leaves this creation behind and runs out of the room. Is that egg, pretzels, jello, whipped cream, sprinkles, and just chocolate? That's definitely something. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate, but we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam! I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. Before you think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I get smashed a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Your tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is just such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you were going to cruise to this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, which she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and that branch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. It's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you can meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year. So what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I really should review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it up. Oh, you could have used lap it up. You could have used the pun lap it up. Missed opportunity for puns. Anyway. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. That's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. Let me guess, so Colonel Sanders? You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. Oh, okay. Was it the location of your final challenge? A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. T-Mog's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish becomes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. T-Mog, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decided it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Do I go for love or do I go for the thing? You know what? Stick with your focus. Mess up about your practice dish. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You know, it was a pot pie just from the smell. No, not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. My nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no, I can smell that. It was made with a heaping helping of TLC. It'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. Oh, that does look delicious. That does look good. I'll give him that. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her great magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Okay. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his love of herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam fiercely injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Blaster. Okay. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. $5 pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wiki actually speaks? Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No. We're not going to cast a spell. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, T-Mog. Miriam noticed this too. And I always believed in you too, T-Mog, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you hear cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you out. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied about the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get the eye of Canute from? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, it's gonna bite me for sure. The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl into the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve, wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle with me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Okay, that's good. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition? I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the spork monster, notices that you've got the Grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Haha, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country, you could feel spork monster winding up to tell you a long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seemed like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I'd fall asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, he tossed a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered from this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Give up and drop out of culinary school. You summon extra power from deep down within yourself. Yes! We're going for the win. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary orange flows through your body. What? My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, T-Mog, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. I'm the chosen one. The fire you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. Begins to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything. except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you're powering up your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven, it can't be served. Oh no! But don't worry, dear T-Mog. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all this is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All he's managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. Oh, he's giving us he's throwing the competition away for us. Oh, man. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that pass through individual efforts. Are you suggesting that we combine forces we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems you're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen you hear a pure innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hee hee, I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for wedgie, who might I refuse? Ah! I thought a wedgie was a salad! Looks like Pop was eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank of all. It's not the worst prank in UCSAL history. But it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word beep or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it's been a long semester. Wow, 3 days long. But after days of hard work, that time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please, step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender, undone noodles and savory soup. That is tiny. That's minifigure scale. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny noodle gnocchi I spy floating in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked up myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Team Mog, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made booting over smooth egg custard and Axe-hewn urchin smell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines for a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close enough on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to sloosh around. Woof woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back, his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. Ooh, I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. Stunning turn of events. Would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles would have made it difficult to eat. Dejected Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount the sympathy. This isn't the last you've heard of me. For before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment. Sprinkles gracefully laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French marinade and connected by sugar glass. Ooh, that looks nice. It actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Toast New Year's or something, T-Rog? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. Ashley, no. There's a thing here that's like, no. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. Ooh. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. The food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You would know how high-end cuisine if it cooked you. With that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. Two chefs. Began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese. It's become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. Somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. This one, I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen. You give me this thing, and completely blown me away. I'm in my 49 dog years of life. I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, the fact that everyone passes the class. What? You pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl, and they all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even with Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? The second school year is complete and everyone has graduated. The students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of a school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Jog is in the house! Ow! I love this dog. He's my favorite character in this game. I feel that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. Yep. For a moment, you actually believed them. Not another haunting. No ghost allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. It was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. Now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Students tried to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Maria romantically, but she found the love in her cooking and she knows she's going to do great. The red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his sturdy chef's hat, a crown. Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. Now we got a new wing of the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of Chancellor of... I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Miriam, will you be my Lady King? What an incredible turn of events, and offer to join the royal family? It's like a dream come true. You get to be a princess, or maybe a queen. I'm not sure if he even knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby. I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life. A twist on a twist. So many more 3-day universities to attend. Wait, there's more 3-day universities? So many tiny foods to meticulously sculpt and then watch get accidentally blown away by a single sneeze. Okie dokie. Music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth. Ooh, you're still doing the talking thing? I'm Clank, and I'm not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. Okay. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. That I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. The portal opens and Clank disappears through it. What the heck? Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give him a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I don't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and men by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? Question mark? Is that it? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on the delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. T-Mog, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know, a spicy mouse, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, T-Mog. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you think really running restaurants is the best path forward? Could be. You find a love connection with Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef. Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with this other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll in a pastry school. Oh, my dear T-Mog, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Huh. Okay. Interesting. That's interesting. Interesting. That was interesting for sure. Oh, man. I wonder if they actually decided to turn this into a job. What do you think that would be? Well then. Here. That was an interesting game, for sure. Oh man, I don't know. Um, it was interesting, definitely an interesting experience. Yeah, don't expect any more gameplay for that kind of category ever again. Um, just no. Oh man. Okay. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you everyone for watching, like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. Um, I might stream later today again, just for Lego stuff. Who knows? But again, Thank you everyone so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed.